Hello again. This is Math 2115 coming to you from the College U page, and the title of this lecture is LSA1 Commentary, and we're talking about the solutions to this problem. So here's the problem as it was stated. This is low stakes assessment 1, and you have 4 sets, and here you're to understand that phi is the null set, but then A is the set containing the null set, and B then is the set containing the null set. And C is the set containing the set null set. And D is the set A, which I write this way, and the symbol containing the null set. So that's a useful way perhaps to think about A, B, C, and D. And we were to go through and describe each of these as being true or false. So let's just deal with these, and I underscored in blue the things that are false. So here we go. So is the symbol of the null set an element of A? And yes, it is. It's sitting right there. So that is true. Is the null set also a subset of set A? Well, as we know, the null set is a subset of every set. So the answer to this is true. And if this one is true, then so is this one, because the null set's a subset of every set, and so is this one because the null set is a subset of every set, and so is this one because the null set is a subset of every set. So we've talked about a lot of the things in column 1, but let's go here. All right, now is the symbol for the null set an element of B? No, B only has one element, and it's this whole set. So that one is false. Is the null set an element of C? Well, C only has one element. This is the only element in C, and it's not that symbol, so that's not there. That's also false. The only other one remaining to discuss is this one, and if we look at D, we see that the symbol for the null set is an element here, and so we can say that phi is an element of D, so that is true. So we've talked about column 1. Those are the answers that you should have had. Okay, now we go to the second column. Now, is A an element of B? Well, yes, it is, because B has one element, and it's exactly that. So A is an element of B. Is A subset of B? Well, you have to say if X is in A, that's this symbol for the null set. Is that an element in B? No, B only has one element, so this fails the definition of subset, so that one is false. Is A an element of C? Well, A or C only has one element, and it's not A. So A is not an element of C. Is A subset of C? Well, C only has it has the null set, and it has this set as subsets, and so A is not a subset of C either. Now, is A an element of D? Well, yes, it is, because here is A, and you see it's an element of D. So that one is true. This one is a little bit tricky. Is A subset of D? Well, the way you test that, you say if X is in A, that means it's a symbol. Is it also in D? The answer is yes. So that is also true. Okay, so we continue to go then. So we've got the first two columns done. If B is an element of A, we have to check that. So is B an element of A? You can look, and by inspection you can say no. Is B a subset of A? And the answer to that is also no, because the only thing that's in B is not inside of A. And so let's go to the next one. Is B an element of C? Well, the answer to that is certainly it is. You can look at the picture and see that B is an element of C. Is B a subset of C? Well, that means if X is in B, than that is in C. Well, there's only one element that's in here. It's the set containing the null set, and that's not here. This only has one element, so that is a false. Is B an element of D? And if you look, you can see, is B an element of D? No, D only has two elements. Now, is B a subset of D? And that means if X is in B, and there's only one thing in there, that's the symbol, is that in D? And the answer is yes, so you see that is true. Now we go into the last column, and these are all actually false. So is C an element of A? I think you can say no, it's not. And then C is not going to be a subset of A either. Is C an element of B? And you look and you can see no. Is C contained in B? Is C a subset of B? And we say no, it's not. Is C an element of D? And no, because C is, this, it's not there. There's only two elements there. And is C a subset of D? Well, there's only one thing in C, and it's this, double brackets. You don't have any double brackets there, so all of these are false. So those are the answers that you should have had, and hope that's helped you understand things better. In closing, now more than ever, time is precious. Each day must count. Do the math. It will make you strong. And now more than ever, take care of yourself and of each other. May God bless you all.